Buongiorno, bom dia, buenos dias, good morning pilgrims. It is day 5 on the Camino Portuguese, the central routes. And today we're leaving Ponte, Lima, very nice town. I wish you guys could take a day off here to explore it and absorb the atmosphere. Today we have an 18-kilometer day to Rubia, which is not even a town, it's more like a collection of houses on the side of the roads. We have a climb about 400 meters, but over 12 kilometers, so it should be pleasant, nothing too bad. The sun is already out, it is warm, I don't think there's rain in the forecast, so let's get the day started, guys, because today I'm pumped and ready to go. Clean clothes equals a happy pilgrim. Yes, I did laundry yesterday after running dry and the rain kinda got in the way of doing it by hand. Today it's gonna be a hot afternoon in the mid-30s, which is at around the 90s Fahrenheit. And I've seen quite a few new faces. It's probably the people coming from the coast to the central Camino. We all thought that all the pilgrims were on the coast and they think that we're all over here. I don't know what's going on. Might be the curse of what happened this year on the Camino Frances when there were massive crowds of pilgrims. Maybe the ones that were planning to do it in the summer gonna stay away. We'll see. I'm hoping that once we get closer to Spain, especially after Tui, we're gonna see an influx of new pilgrims. Today is gonna be an easy day. Now, it's a rain on the Portuguese. It's not as hard as most people think. If you're on the coast, it's gonna be flat all the way to Galicia. Galicia, man, it doesn't matter which Camino you're doing, you have to climb to get up there. So yes, half of it is gonna be in Portugal. It's gonna be easy, a few small climbs with not so steep sections. And then once we make it to Galicia, we'll talk about it once again. I love all these moth-covered stones. They give it such a mystical atmosphere in the forest. So now that I've been walking for a week on the central routes, many pilgrims ask me on the communal dinners that what is the biggest difference between the coastal and the central one. And I have to say the ocean, which is, kind of obvious. You get to walk right next to the beach over wooden planks, seeing the sand dunes with cafes along the way where you can stop for a snack and enjoy the views. If you come in the summertime, you can go into the ocean. I did it in March, so that would have been too cold for me. You also get to see the history, such as impressive lighthouses, ancient forts, a bunch of windmills, and instead of crossing into Spain over a bridge, you get to do it on a boat in style. You even get to see a pirate ship. And don't forget all the sleeping, fishing villages along the way. But either way, you're gonna reconnect with the central one in Redondela, a town that I enjoy so much when I pass through. I have noticed a change in the landscape from yesterday to today. Today we've seen more vineyards. Yesterday was mostly cornfields. And also we have more, you know, the secluded path that I like so much. Not so many walking on the road like the first couple of days, which was kind of like a bummer. But you know, the day is still young. Bom Camino. It only took 5 days to bump into my first subscriber, which was kind of nice. He was a break to the routine. He started out on the coastal one and came inland, so that goes to show you that different people have different priorities and like different things. I like the ocean. He got tired of it right away. So yeah, beautiful section here, walking through the forest, communicating with the local wildlife. I think I have an accent. What an incredible morning, filled with highlights and places like this. Very nice. Oh my, how the landscape has changed. We're climbing slowly, not too bad. When I was there at that waterfall, cracking my whip, what a contrast, right? This Portuguese lady showed up and she asked me to film her throwing some ashes into the water. So I did, and then the first cafe along the way, I had some aquario because this morning all I had was a cappuccino when I left Ponte de Lima. There at the bar, I met an Italian pilgrim that follows me, so that's the second one on today's stage. Seen so many new pilgrims that I don't know, things are starting to brew, I guess. Wow. Beautiful. I love the forest, man. I love the forest. I love the rivers. My second last name is Rivero, so I better love the rivers. And yeah, it is warming up. There's a group of pilgrims coming right behind me, and the fan is on. Mine, oh mine, the trail has gone steep. It has gone crazy. This last section all the way to the top has been quite interesting, to say the least. The most challenging section of the entire Camino so far, but also beautiful here in this forest. The eucalyptus trees, the birds singing, the stony path. I mean, look at that. My heart rate was going like 155 beats per minute for a second there. That's good enough just to burn all the good calories that I've been eating here in Portugal over the last week. Almost at the top, and I cannot wait to get there and get a panorama view if there is one. Woo. Well, here's a first. While I was refilling my water bladder from a stream next to a water mill, there was this stray dog that rushed me barking. I took out my whip, I gave it a couple of cracks, and the dog just took off running. That goes to show you that you cannot be too careful out here in the woods. Now, what is this? Well, it was overdue, but I finally found a place to have lunch, and there were quite a few familiar faces there. So I just went in, took all my gear off, sat down, and I ordered an omelet with a salad, a beer, sparkling water, and I closed it with the coffee and espresso. Now I'm less than 2 kilometers away from Rubia. I'm heading that way. Can't wait to go in there, check in, take off all my clothes, stinky clothes, take a shower. It's warming up, man. It's getting hot. I'm relying more and more on the fan. And this week, today it is Sunday. I think towards Wednesday it's gonna be extremely hot. So yeah, gotta prepare for that. Get plenty of water, the umbrella, the fan, and leave early. I don't know what else to do. Most of the people that I've seen today that are new have all told me that they're coming in from the coast because it's hard for them to find albergues. Some of them are kind of tired of seeing the ocean, which I don't know. I'm from Miami. I love the ocean. And I don't know. I guess they chose the right place to start because today has just been gorgeous. I mean, look at this place. So here's at first I get to the town of Rubia where I'm supposed to stay today, to the albergue where I made a reservation about a couple of weeks ago. And the lady there kind of freaked out when she saw me. Why? Because she has a group of known pilgrims that have been staying there for the last few days. There's some kind of celebration happening around here, and they stayed up all night, showed up at 7 a.m. and they were still asleep. So she called the lady from the albergue next door, San Sebastião, where I'm staying today. There are 3 albergues here, the municipal, this one, and Niño. So the lady here told her that no problem, that I could just show up. The lady from this place is not coming here until 6 p.m. So I got a bottom bunk bed at a place where it's starting to fill up slowly. There's a restaurant farther down the street where we can have a dinner tonight. And just so happens that the luggage transfer was about to get here. I called them up and the guy dropped the luggage here. Now I have to go online and make the change for tomorrow. There's a pool in this place, but of course this Miami boy that has his own pool, you know, I know how it goes. When you have a pool, you get in it for the first week and then you never get in again. So I just did laundry, of course, by hand because I don't want a repeat of what happened the other day. And since I couldn't find a place to hang him, I just put it on the side by the concrete. So it should do the trick even faster. After a chill afternoon by the pool, enjoying some drinks with my family, we all decided to head down about 200 meters to the only restaurant in town. And there we spent the whole night just having a great time. We had some soup, followed by chuleta, and then closed it with chupito. Walked in total darkness all the way here to the albergue, hence why I'm doing the closing right now. Today's trail angel is Joseph De Leon. So thank you so much, buddy. See you guys tomorrow or in a little bit.